Hey everybody, it's me again. This vlog is for, um, I have some concerns about starting P3 and I just wanted to go over them real quick, see what you guys had to say. I'm going to be starting it. I've got one more shot tomorrow and then I have 3 days, so Easter Sunday I'm starting P3. And I did read Robin's book and I love it. I mean, I agree with everything she said. I think it's great. Okay. So I wrote down these things, and the first one is eating at regular times. I understand the concept of eating to hunger, and I really want to do it. I want to practice that. The thing is that I guess it's just so ingrained about eating at the same time, or at regular times during the day, that it's going to be hard to switch my thinking from that. Another thing is, like, my husband takes his break at work at 7, so for a while now I've been making dinner, and with my son having autism, I don't know, it's just really good for us to have a regular schedule. And with us sitting down to eat together, that's a really special part of the day. And I just, like, I want to still be able to sit down with them, but I don't know if I'm going to be hungry then. I may. I mean, in the past I have been hungry at dinner time, but that's one of the things that I've been thinking about. It just is so ingrained in my mind that eating at regular times during the day is good, and also that it keeps your metabolism going. So, but then, in Robin's book, she talks about the leptin and how, when you eat, that's when you're hungry, that's right when you really need it, and then that helps you to burn more efficiently. So, or, it's good for your metabolism. So it's just kind of, I don't know if they're really conflicting, but I'm probably just totally making this complicated in my head. I'm really good about doing that. I complicate things a lot. But anyway, that was one of the things. And of course, the eating to hunger thing, I'm very anxious to try that and look for the signals and everything. But like I've said a few times before, even before I started this, I would never feel hungry, or at least what I thought was hungry, until at least dinner time. So I don't know. I guess I'm hoping that since I've changed my eating habits and that I have been eating during the day now more, that after I stop the HCG, that those hunger signals will come back. And a few of you have commented and said they will. So I don't know. It's still just something that's I've been thinking about. I was just wondering if you ladies that have been, and gentlemen, whoever's watching this, you out there who have been doing this for a while, do you find that your hunger comes in patterns? Because to me it just makes sense that it's okay, if I'm not hungry in the morning, that's no big deal. But once it gets about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it just seems like, even if I'm not feeling some form, signals of hunger, that just for the sheer fact that I've gone that many hours without eating, to me it just seems logical to go ahead and eat a little bit of something. I don't know. Anyway, I was just wondering if any of you, hang on baby, let me, I gotta go through this. Wait a minute. Do you find that there's patterns, like that you do get hungry during a certain time of day? It would just be nice to be able to anticipate when that comes, and kind of plan around it, if you know what I mean. And another thing, this has been bothering me a lot. Okay, so I've been basically doing this 500 calorie diet for over a month now. And my fear is that I've been hearing a lot of you talking about your P2 foods, and I hear a lot of cheese and heavy cream and fats. And I've always heard that once you are finished with a low calorie diet, that you have to be really careful about the fat intake, because it can immediately, you can gain it all back. It'll just go right back on into your fat reserves. So I'm sure maybe Robin might have said something about that in the book. Right now I'm not remembering. I know that somebody had mentioned it was a hormonal treatment, and she does talk about that in the book, I remember. So maybe we metabolize the fat differently when we start to take it back in. I'm just trying to understand that, because to me it seems scary to start, and I know we have to do it slow, but even just a little bit seems like any kind of a fattening thing that you start eating is going to directly go back on into your fat reserves. Like, you just gain it back really quick after you've been on a low calorie diet. Now, maybe I'm not understanding it, but if y'all could explain that, that would really be helpful, because I'm really leery about, I mean, I guess a little bit of cheese is fine, but then you have to add more and more in over time, and I just see more of an emphasis on the fats and the, you know, the full fat yogurt and all that stuff, and it just seems to me like it'd be more logical to, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just scared about adding in all the heavy, like the full fat yogurt and the cheese and all that stuff. It just seems to me like I'd immediately put the weight back on if I did that. So I'm sure I'm probably not understanding the process, but just hoping maybe y'all could help me clarify that for me, because I don't know. To me, it sounds good to keep eating how I have been eating with the lean meats and vegetables, and to add little bits of, you know, just to use the fattening stuff sparingly. That's, in my mind, what probably just because of the things that I've learned, you know, what has been said before about a healthy diet. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe that's about it. I had some other stuff. Oh, is there a difference between starches and carbs? I always thought that they were the same thing, pretty much. Because I know P3 for the first 3 weeks, no starches and no sugars. But on some of the P3 foods that I've been hearing you guys, you know, you've been sharing that you've been having, they have been carbs, low carbs though. But I just thought that starches and carbs were the same thing. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's about it. The other questions I had were basically about escrow refills, because I'm wanting to seriously do another round or more, and I don't want to go to my doctor and pay $600 again for the HCG injections when a lot of you ladies are using that company and it seems to be working great. So, but I have been talking to some others about that, and I think I've got that figured out. Anyway, that's it. Excuse me. So here is basically my plan based on, what I'm going to do on P3 based on what I've read and heard on the vlogs. I just want to continue, and I want to stay with the lean meats and the vegetables, but I do want to start adding in cheese and healthy oils and different flavorings. I want to learn how to cook with spices more, to flavor the food, and other good sources of protein like the eggs and stuff like that. Maybe try some nuts, and I'm looking forward to learning the hunger signals. So I'm going to try my very, very best to stay away from sugar and from starches the first 3 weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have, I'm planning on doing, and if there's any other tips that any of you or suggestions, I would be really happy to hear them, because it's, I still am a little nervous. My main fear is I don't want to have gone this whole month and a half or whatever on the 500 calorie diet and then start adding foods in just because they're the wrong foods and end up gaining all my weight back. That's what I'm scared about. So, and I just can't help but be leery about the full fat yogurt and the cheese and all that. So anyway, okay, that's it. Thank y'all for listening. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. I thank God for this community here. You ladies are awesome. And hope y'all are having a great day. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.